You've seen the news. AI labs are destroying millions of secondhand books to train their LLM models. It is very disturbing, but not because books are being shredded. Every step that got us here has been legal, and you need to understand where this is headed. So we know AI models need quality human content without the AI slop. And the gold standard is books published pre-2022. That's pre-ChatGPT. But asking every author and publisher for permission was deemed not practical. So the AI labs started by bulk sourcing books through pirating, which obviously became a legal nightmare. So how do you get around that? You find a precedent. And Google left a perfect one in 2004. Google Books had scanned millions of library books without permission. But when they got sued, the court found it fair use and very transformative, as they were just showing snippets and not replacing the original books in the market. That's reasonable enough for a search index. Then 20 years later, this became the legal foundation for AI labs to scan every book ever written. But why destroy the books after scanning? Well, that's a legal loophole. Buy the physical books legally, scan them for internal transformative use, then destroy the original so you only keep one copy. And yet again, the court rules for transformative use as there's no extra unauthorized copy. Sure, shredding books is not a crime. It's actually a very common practice in the book industry to get rid of unsellable stock. It's called pulping, and that's where this video's from. And there's no proof that AI companies are deliberately hunting down rare and antique copies to erase them. But the more they dig for older and less AI contaminated material, the higher the chance they will find the last physical copy of something and destroy it. And this is where the disasters compound. We've hit an all-time low in readership. We're losing the skills and judgment to know when something is just off. At the same time, AI has been replacing both research and reading for how people find information, even though we know we can't trust the results. Because companies are fixing the outputs in their favors, and it commonly invents and misinterprets information. Now stack that up with the fact that the companies selling the LLMs are consolidating books, shredding the physical ones, and gating the digital ones behind subscriptions. And if they choose, they can erase them and you don't really own a copy. We'd have no sources to fact check against, and a handful of private companies would have a monopoly on human knowledge. This is the future that the law is just waving in through loopholes and technicalities. Sure, they're not burning the books, but it definitely looks like we're heading towards the same ending. A world where all information goes through one source, that source is private and censored, and almost no one left reads well enough to notice it.